Tonight we'll see the great and good of the small screen join forces for one of the most notoriously wild nights in the showbiz calendar. The National Television Awards will celebrate the biggest moments and names from the last year, and it guaranteed to provide a talking point or two. From unfortunate wardrobe malfunctions to furious rows backstage, the NTAs are as drama-packed as the shows they celebrate. So as the soap stars, TV hosts and reality rascals get suited and booted ahead of tonight's NTAs, Mirror Online takes a look back at some of the ceremony's most outrageous moments. Holly and Phil's all-nighter. Holly Willoughby and Philip Schofield created TV gold in 2016 when they rocked up to present This Morning Still Half Cut. With mustard smeared down her evening gown, Holly was almost sick during a cooking segment and told the audience, "Obviously you've noticed we're still wearing the same clothes. I haven't been home yet. I came straight here. Have you got a story to share? We want to hear all about it. Email us at yourmirror@mirror.co.uk." Phil added, "We're in a proper mess. Thank you so much for making this happen. Neither of us should be on the tally today." It turned out they'd continued the party at Aunt McPartlin's house after scooping the NTA for Best Daytime Television Show. And dying before viewers' eyes, at one point they climbed into bed and presented the showbiz gossip section lying down. Aunt and Dec's legendary parties. Speaking of the Geordie duo, back in the day Aunt McPartlin and Declan Donnelly were the NTA's resident caners. Before Aunt quit booze following a drink-drive crash in 2018, he and his sidekick kept the party going until dawn. Once the awards were handed out, it was back to Aunt's Chiswick home for an all-night rager in his kitchen, dubbed the Vortex because time disappeared once you were in it. Holly and Phil were regulars and had only just left the party when they arrived for that infamous This Morning show. Dan Osborne and Jacqueline Joss's backstage blow-up. Jacqueline Joss and Dan Osborne reportedly got into an epic row at the 2019 NTA after-party. The married couple, who have 2 children together, were apparently seen getting heated backstage after ex-EastEnders actress Jacqueline spotted Dan chatting to a group of women. According to sources, Jacqueline was left standing to one side and eventually burst into tears after allegedly being left out of Don's supposed banter. An insider told the Daily Star, when he came back over they got into an argument which resulted in her wanting to leave early. Jacqueline said, "It's just not cool. I want to go now," and he was arguing that he didn't want to leave and the feud carried on. Afterwards, she was really upset and actually cried. It was awkward because everyone was having fun and they weren't hiding their fight from those around them. Dan branded the claims nonsense. Chris Hughes' brawl with Snapper. Love Island star Chris Hughes was embroiled in massive bust-up with a photographer after the NTAs in 2020. The reality star attended the ceremony at London's O2 Arena with his then-girlfriend, Little Mix star Jessie Nelson. Jessie had been overjoyed to win an award for her documentary Odd One Out, but sadly some of the shine would be taken away from her night when Chris started rowing with the Snapper over claims he'd called him a C. Pictures show Chris pointing his finger angrily at the man, with the pair grappling before they were pulled apart by onlookers. Jessie is believed to have avoided getting caught up in the drama as she walked out of her hotel during the scuffle and waited for Chris in a cab. After the bust-up, Chris was seen in the cab with Jessie and a male friend. Jessie looked stony-faced as she stared at the floor, while their pal looked shocked with his mouth open. A Met Police spokesman said, "We can confirm that at 03:30 52 hours on Wednesday 29 January, police received a report of assault and criminal damage following an altercation between two men at Waterview Drive, Greenwich. The incident is reported to have taken place at a time between 23:00 hours on Tuesday 28 January and 01:00 hours on Wednesday 29 January. The reported criminal damage relates to photographic equipment. There were no reported injuries. There have been no arrests. Inquiries continue. No one was never arrested over the incident, and Chris begged forgiveness from his family, friends and fans on social media and insisted he was retaliating. "I want to address last night's altercation," he wrote on his Instagram. "I was having an amazing night celebrating the award my girlfriend deservedly won. After coming out of our hotel, a particular paparazzi decided to repeatedly call me a name I wouldn't call my worst enemy, and physically try and start an altercation. As everyone can see, I retaliated back badly to this, which I totally regret. Inhuman. No different to anyone else. However, I want to make everyone aware this was only in self-defense. I hope people I care about, including my followers, family and friends, can understand and forgive me. This night was about Jas's swing, and I'm sorry if I distracted anyone from this. Ultimately, I'm the proudest boyfriend ever and want to congratulate my amazing girlfriend for a deserving win. I am so proud of you," he finished. Judy Finnegan's wardrobe malfunction. Get all the biggest showbiz news straight to your inbox. Sign up for the free Mirror Showbiz newsletter. In 2000, daytime TV legends Judy Finnegan and Richard Madeley marched up to the stage to accept their award for their hosting duties on This Morning. But totally unbeknownst to Judy, her black blazer top had fallen open to reveal her bra underneath to millions of viewers at home. She appeared to briefly notice something was amiss as she pulled it shut again while picking up her award as Richard embarked on his acceptance speech. Suddenly, their colleague John Leslie ran up onto the stage and hurriedly pulled Judy's top shut, with a stunned Judy realizing what had happened and covering her mouth in shock as the audience cheered. She and Richard turned around and fixed her wardrobe malfunction in between fits of giggles. The embarrassing moment was captured by 12 million viewers as the event ceremony took place in Royal Albert Hall. The good-natured crowd whooped as the husband and wife laughed off the hilarious incident, which won Funniest TV Blunder Ever in poll years later. Chloe Madeley, Richard and Judy's daughter, said her mum's reaction afterwards was incredibly laid back. She was like, "Oh, it's fine. It's funny. Thank God I was wearing a bra. Imagine if I hadn't been," laughed Chloe in an interview with The Sun. Piers Morgan is gagged by Susanna Reid. Piers Morgan was booed as he appeared at the NTAs in 2017 alongside his then Good Morning Britain co-host Susanna Reid, who announced that she'd gagged him, to much hilarity. The two presenters went up on stage to present an award, with Piers sporting a black band of material wrapped around his jaw to stop him talking. Speaking about how she'd managed to get Piers to shut up for 5 minutes, Susanna told the audience, "It's been a controversial week on Good Morning Britain. We've had tears, we've had tantrums, we've even had a walkout. So I've done what people have been urging me to do for some time. I've finally gagged Piers Morgan. Just enjoying this moment." The crowd had booed Piers when he first got up in front of them, but after Susanna's speech and seeing Piers silenced, the mood changed and they applauded and cheered. Danny DeVito is booed. Danny DeVito was not a hit with the NTA audience when his jokes failed to land in 2019. The Hollywood actor, 76, came to the awards to present the Best Drama Performance gong to Richard Madden for his role in Bodyguard. But when he kept mentioning Arsenal, he got booed until he eventually muttered that the audience was not nice to him. He even forgot to read out half of the names on his list, and was heard asking the production team what to say as the clips of the nominees rolled on the screen behind him. As the first shot of a nominee was then shown, Danny was heard saying, "I was told I didn't need to read the names out?" As he began his presenting speech, Danny said, "This is a big week for me this week. It's really nice for me to be here. I've got an Arsenal game on Friday night." At this, apparent Tottenham Hotspur fans were unimpressed and shared their anger by booing. He carried on, adding, "Hang on, I've got tryouts. I'm going to get Petr Cech's job, as a goalie." The audience attempted a laugh, but when he added "Go Arsenal," they were not impressed and started booing again. Danny tried to laugh it off before announcing, "You're mean. You're not nice." What are your favorite moments from the NTAs? Share your thoughts in the comments section below.